I feel like one of my greatest strengths is that I'm teachable. I feel like I reached a place in my life where life has humbled me a whole lot. The ignorance of youth definitely went away when the judge was trying to give me 75 years to life in prison when I was 18 years old. It made me ask myself, like, all right, who am I? Like, what am I about? Like, what am I even proud of? And it was from that space that really instilled a sense of like humility for me to be like, all right, I need to grow. I need to learn. I need to change. And I have no clue how or where or what, but I'm going to do it. Like, I'm always hungry to learn. I always want to learn about people, about skills, about opportunities, about how I can give back opportunities. My name is Tan Tran. I was born and raised in South Sacramento, California. I'm a policy associate with the Ella Baker Center for Human Rights. I'm directing a feature-length documentary about my family's journey, experiencing foster care, incarceration, addiction, houselessness. It's an exploration of healing for our family. First, I was commuted from the governor of California, and then after that, the district attorney resentenced me to immediate release. So I say all that to share that it happened rapidly out of nowhere. That left me in this place to like scramble to re-enter. I had to travel back 2 hours to get to Sacramento from the prison from San Quentin, and then $20, $30 of that went to food. And so that left me with $100 to figure out the rest of my life. That was the only cash assistance I received from the state. When I re-entered, a lot of people don't think about this, but it's not just my own poverty that I have to think about, but I have 7 brothers and sisters. My mother is houseless. My oldest brother is houseless, right? Nobody in my family owns a single piece of property, right? So it's like I came home with nothing to nothing.
I'm a mother. I love being around my kids. The work that I do today is advocacy work, where I found this passion when I was incarcerated to help people. So today, that's what I do today. I am an advocate. I grew up in South Central LA. I'm a very outgoing and happy person, but I can also be a very humble, quiet, I don't like to go out type of person. Being able to show my kids that their mother can overcome anything in the world, I think gives them that want to continue pushing themselves even when they get older. A lot of people don't know my story, but within the time that I was incarcerated, I did not see my kids. For those 2-3 years that I was incarcerated, I didn't know what my kids looked like. So being able to have those resources when they come home to spend as much time as they can with their kids, Reentry Cash gives them that benefit to be able to do that freely too, because they're not worried about how am I gonna feed my kids when I go visit them. I think with me, even though I've been home 2 years, it has not been an easy slate.
It really took a toll on me when I met people and I can see in their faces, all they can see is a formerly incarcerated person. Like, it hurt me that they weren't able to see the human being that I was, right? And that stopped me from opportunities, that stopped me from employment. Like, if it wasn't for CEO and their stipend program, and if it wasn't for their reentry cash that they gave me, I'd have been struggling a lot more. Because the money that they gave me to support when I was fresh out, that paid for my rent for the first 2 months as I tried to struggle to figure out reentry housing.
I was able to buy clothing. I was able to go see my kids. Now, if it wasn't for that funding, I would not have made it to any job interview. It helps people get on their feet. It actually helps us understand that resources are very important. That helps an individual go want to look for a job, go look for the resources, get back on their feet. So Cash Plus is trying to bring that back, which is Reentry Cash, trying to get people funding when they come home. Like myself, the Reentry Cash that I received when I came home was a big beneficial help. So Reentry Cash is very important, and I think it is one of the most crucial things when an individual comes home that we need, because we cannot go get a home that minute when we get touched down and we're out of incarceration.
If we're supporting people not go back to prison, that means that we have made our communities safer. So I feel like that's the investments that we should be making in our communities and in our people versus the slew of other investments that we're choosing to do right now.
Just because we're free doesn't mean our traumas and everything that we went through have disappeared. Now we have to deal with society. If we didn't get Reentry Cash what we do to be able to have a safe haven, somewhere safe to sleep at that night, is commit a crime. Unfortunately, we go back to recidivism. And that's why I tell a lot of people when I try to advocate so much for these reentry services and reentry cash, because it stops us from doing recidivism again.